So here is the Opal Google AI tutorial. Opal by Google AI is an experimental no-code platform from Google Labs that lets anyone build and share powerful AI mini apps by simply describing what they want. That too in natural language, chaining together prompts, AI models like Gemini, and tools without writing any code. This is a great tool for creating your own AI mini apps. If you want to follow along with this tutorial step by step, click on the link below to access Opal AI and get started. Let's head over to opal.google.com, and as you can see, we're already here. If you scroll through the home page, you will get to see summaries of all the functionalities of Opal. Now, let's scroll up to the top and click on Sign In on the top right corner. After that, select your Google account from the options and click on Continue. Then click on Select All and click on Continue again. After that, you'll be redirected to the Opal main dashboard. And as you can see, we're already here. Just click on Confirm. If you've built your own apps, they will be visible under your Opal apps. But since we're new, it's empty. We only have the gallery section where you can see all of these apps created by the Opal team. You can click on Remix on any one of them if you want to use the template of these tools. For example, let's click on this one. And as you can see, the workflow is already here, and you can click on any one of them to check them out. Each of these nodes are connected to each other, and these create the complete workflow. But for now, let's go back and click on Create New on the top. After that, we can start building our own app from scratch. On the top here, you have this bar where you can see options like User Input, Generate, Output, and Add Assets. On the top, you can click on App or Editor and switch between the two depending on your need. And on the right side, we have this bar where we can see Preview, Console, Step, and Theme. And on the bottom of the main screen, we have this prompt box. All we need to do is describe what we want to make. So I will copy this pre-written prompt and paste it onto the prompt box. So for this one, I want to make a simple app that takes a topic and generates an informative, well-structured blog post along with a banner image. So after putting in the prompt, let's click on the Go button. You can also click on the microphone icon to describe what you want out loud. So after clicking on the Go button, it may take a little while to load up, so you need to be patient and give it some time. So as you can see, our app is now created. On the right side, you will get to see a preview of the app, and on the main screen, you can see all the nodes appear right over here. So on the right, you can go through Console, Step, or Theme. And here on the Theme section, you can generate your own theme by describing it in this prompt box. You can also click on this button to let AI do the magic. If you want, you can randomize or upload your own theme. So here, let's head over to the main screen. The first node here is the blog topic. This is where you will need to enter your blog topic for your workflow to work on. And as you can see, each one of these nodes have different functionalities. If you click on them, you will see all the details and exactly what they will do on the right side like this. You can scroll through and check out each section. So now let's check out the Generate Blog Post Content node. Here, you will notice another prompt which is different from the previous one. And if you click on this model section, you can select from any of these model options available. That way, you get full control on what model is being used for each step of the workflow. You can also use AI to suggest an edit for the prompt. Next, we have the Generate Banner Image node. This node will be responsible for generating the banner image for the blog. You can also change the model for this one as well. Then we have Render Blog Post Web Page. Also, if you want, you can rename the node name according to your preference to get a better understanding of what is what. Just select the part of the text you want to change and then type in the replacement or remove that part. Here, instead of models, you can choose what kind of outputs you want. And as you can see, there are multiple options to choose from. But for this one, I will go with Web Page with Auto Layout. Now, let's head over to the Preview section. Here, you can change the name for your app as well. For now, it is set as Blogcraft, but you can rename it according to your preference. Then, if you want to put in a description, you can do that as well. Just select the text and rewrite whatever you want. And once you're done setting everything up, just go ahead and click on Start to see your app in action. So as you can see, we now got a prompt box where we need to enter the topic for our blog post. You can also click on the plus button in order to get these options where you can upload from your own device and some more. You can also click on the microphone icon if you want to use your voice. For now, I will just paste in a pre-written prompt into this box. I will ask it to generate an article explaining whether the US stock market is currently in a bubble, including key indicators, recent trends, and the factors driving market valuation. And after putting in the prompt, let's just go ahead and click on the Go button. So as you can see, the workflow has started running, and you will get to see the completion rate right over here. And there are two different completion rates for different tasks. And if you look over to the workflow, you will see exactly which one is currently running. You will notice the circle spinning on whichever one is currently running. At this moment, it is the generate blog post content, and it will go step by step from here. And the sequence is however the connection is formed, which you will know or can manage using the lines connected to each of these nodes. You can rearrange or change them if you want. And as you can see, the workflow has now moved on to the generate banner image. This way, each of the steps will be completed. On the right side of the workflow, you have some more options that you can use to zoom in and zoom out, etc. As you can see, our output file is now ready. You can scroll through the page and check it out. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised by the fact that it looks so professional. And if you scroll through, you will notice that all the information is up to date and is well researched. That is because all of these information was obtained using AI models in real time. This makes the entire process even more reliable. Also, you have the option to share the app with others if you want. Just go over to the top and click on Share App. After that, you can publish your Opal to the public. If you put it on public, anyone will be able to access your app. Just give it some time to load up. And as you can see, we now have a link for the app. You can just copy it and share it with whoever you want. Then, if you click on View Sharing Permissions, you will be able to customize the access of your app from here. For this one, I will select anyone with the link, and you can set the role as well. After that, just click on Done. For now, let's cancel this. And on the bottom here, you can see the option to share the output or even download the file. That way, you can download it and post it wherever needed. Now, let's go back to the dashboard. Over here, you can see our new app has been added on the top. Now, let's check out an Opal app created by the Opal team. For example, this Video Marketer app. Here you can see each nodes and their functionalities. If any of these apps fits your requirements, you can start using them right from here. Or you can even make changes to them according to your preference. All you need to do is click on Remix on the top and you can make the changes. Or you can just click on Start and start typing in your prompt. For this one, it's asking us to enter the product name. So it's really easy to follow along as well. All you need to do is put in a product name and then send the text. This way, different tools will ask for different information and you can put in the prompt according to that. So after entering our first detail, it is asking us to describe the target audience. So once you put in all the info, the workflow will get to work. But keep in mind that at the time I'm making this video, Opal is currently at the experimental phase, so it might have some limitations in its use case. Make sure to check for any limitations at the time you're using it. And that's it. That is the Google Opal AI tutorial.